Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Satisfactory 1.0. Hey, everyone. Yeah, we are back. Got a bit to show you here today, and got some news, and we got some plans. So let's have a look at and see what's transpired. And where we're sitting at. So let's just start here right away from the thing and get this taken care of. So very exciting. Oops, not that one. I've kind of gotten myself finally back to where I was before everything bad happened. So yeah, I'm ready to set up my next phase of my space elevator, which officially kind of gets me caught back up. So I'll be back into phase 3. And I've pretty much got everything built that was built before. So I'm feeling pretty confident of where we're at. So we'll take a little tour around the facilities and then talk about what we're doing today. So let's first let's get rid of this thing here. Let's get that all sealed up. Like the new animation.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation. Congratulations, the Phase 2 project part shipment is now ready for delivery. On delivery, Phase 2 will be completed and the construction dock will be constructed. After completion of Phase 2, the technologies of Tiers 5 and 6 will become available in the hub. These might feel intimidating after your previous experience, but rest assured that you would not be here if you were entirely incompetent. Highlights are oil production, railway transportation, the jetpack, and many more. Completing Phase 3 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. Just remember to focus on producing and delivering the project parts, and Fixit's faith in you will be strengthened.
Oh, right. That's new and exciting. I don't remember that from the last time, but let's make it official. And watch what happens. Oh, good. It's a clear day. Awesome. Yeah, I totally forgot that we have weird weather now. Go. Huh. That's a new animation on those too. Oh, and that can be written.
Phase 2 of Project Assembly completed. You have been performing
you will die up there, though.
under pressure and are closer than ever to saving the day. Perhaps you were the right choice for the job. Time will tell. You will now enter Phase 3 of Project Assembly. Continue as you are, and there should be no issue. For humanity. For Fixit.
And there we go. Awesome. All right. So yes, we are caught up. So let's have a look around here. So the last thing we left off with last week is that we were working on the steel manufacturing. So if we have a quick boo underneath here and take a quick look here, got to turn the damn flashlight on. That's kind of a bit of what we're doing today. So you can see I've got my concrete going on down here. This is iron production for iron ingots because I'm using the solid steel ingots, which is gives a better yield for the same amount of coal. It still takes the same amount of iron to coal ratio, but what it does just means I get more by putting the extra production in. You just get more ingots per minute. So this is where the foundries are. So you can see where they're producing lots of good steel ingots here. So this is balanced out at 480. So to do that, because I was dealing with the Mark III belts here, is that I'm actually bringing 2 iron nodes from over there. And of course we have our tractor here bringing our coal in from 2 nodes down there. So we are bringing in 480 of each. That, of course, is getting turned into I don't know, a whole bunch of ingots. And if we go upstairs here, so this is our first 2-level building here. So what we do is we come to basically a service floor here. This is a feature of all of my builds whenever I go vertical. It just allows you to keep the belts nice and clean. And so you can see I can run them up in here through here and start distributing them where I need to be, so that when we get up to the upper floor here, anything that is overhead is there because I want it to be. But you can see we have this nice little blend here of stuff coming up from the floor, getting distributed and going down. So if we look down here, we have a row producing our steel pipe here. And you can see we're building lots of those. We've got our steel beams here. Steel beams, you know, they're hungry. I use a lot of them. Not a great build back here, but we are running 100%. Of course, over here we have our encased industrial beams running at 100% here, so everything's nice and full. So everything's pretty much balanced out. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Hey, if we look down here, we can see we've finally tapped into our Caterium node over there. So the Caterium runs along there. I'm going to put a little bit of a building around there, which again is kind of about what, you know, my plan is for the day. And then we have underneath here. So just like I did kind of over with the iron and the copper and whatnot, I basically have this little subfloor right down here is where I'm doing my smeltering for the Caterium here. So you can see we're got lots of ingots. Probably can actually, yeah, well, actually I can't increase the quick wire just for now, but I'll get to it. Yeah. So yeah, we're making our quick wire up here. The reason why everything is full is because the inventory system is getting into that kind of backfeed position here. So everything is filling up, you know, things are continuing to move. So it's a little bit like what I was facing in the previous factory setup there, but that was just, everything was just grinding to a halt here. So basically what I've got going is I have two kind of different separate lines here depending on which row. So one line is for the that's, by the way, that is above there is the inventory warehouse. So we have one row of containers down there, which is one feed line. We have another row of containers, which is another feed line. And then whatever overflow goes into a single line here, which then goes into the sink. So I can get my tickets, so I can buy all the cool stuff, and I can be like the cool kids. So yeah, that is kind of why the quick wire is binding up. I don't mind that. Some of the things I'm going to be, one of the things I want to get going in the near future is I want to set up things like AI limiters. AI limiters are copper sheet and quick wire, so I definitely don't mind having some overproduction. Which brings me, of course, back to the inventory backup here. Is that's the first thing I want to take care of now that I've got my new tiers here, is I want to get my upgraded 480 belts. We had just gotten them unlocked. There we go, Logistics Mark IV. Jetpack is something I want to look at. Of course, we're going to look at oil, fluid packaging here, petroleum power. That's fun to get that. And then, of course, trains. And trains, I've already got plans for at least the first train line, and that's a little bit of the kind of post-recovery and why this... it's to do with the SAM ore. The SAM ore is not quite as easily available with a simple truck as it was in the previous one. There's some things I want to think about doing, but... there's a particular SAM node I want to get to that is going to be most easily accessed by trains. And quite frankly, trains are my favorite thing of this game. I was so happy when they put them in. Basically, what this game became is a train playing game. Why are you pulsing weird? That's odd. Anyway, so Logistics Mark IV, definitely something I want to take care of here. Oh, I do not have any rubber. You know what? I don't care because I do have some rubber there. I've got all of the rest of the stuff here. The reason I don't care is because I hopefully have a few tickets in here. yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where the return on the stuff that I'm putting in is not giving me quite as much. So I pretty much have to go on a killing spree. Sorry, guys. To really kind of start getting the critter goo to feed in there to get some real tickets here. But I think I might... No, I don't have any tickets in there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm literally just going to go buy... Oh, can I buy it yet? No, I did things out of order. I have to unlock the rubber first. So we'll go back to our selector milestones here. Yeah, so I need to do this one here first. All right, so let's take care of this one here quickly. We'll get all that stuff in there. We can see that I need motors, which I'm not making at the moment, which I really should remedy. Because I am making rotors and stators, so I can, honestly, it's just setting up an assembler. But I do have lots of this, so we'll grab a couple of these. I'm going to grab a few extras because I got some immediate plans for my belt. Let's get some steel pipe in here. There we go. And let's grab some rotors. Grab some stators, because I got to build 50 motors. That's probably way too many of them, but that's fine. Yeah, so some of the things that have been changed up here. Sorry, let me just do a quick backtrack here. As I repurposed this machine here from being smart plate, because smart plate got filled up, so I'm now making stators there. Still making my modular frames over here. Everything's nicely filling up. I've temporarily suspended this machine because why was I having two machines running? So this guy is doing pretty much all the work. It looks like I can actually start making a few. No, I'm going to leave it alone there. Because it's kind of maxed out on the screws. I'm still stinging from screwing up and throwing away my steel screws. That recipe is so vital. Okay, so this guy, these two guys here, you can see this one is doing the automatic wiring, which got filled up. This one is doing the versatile framework. So I'm just going to let this guy continue to run here because, as you can see, we've already got 160 of the 2,500 I need. So that's just that's the longest one. I'm going to let that just run for a while, and then I'll worry about the modular engines and the adaptive units because I'm going to have to start building other things up, and you know, it's going to be a little bit more of a stretch. All right, so let's get these motors built because I really do want to get those Mark IV belts. And then we'll continue the tour. I need to grab some more copper sheet too, but let's get the motors quickly built here. I should... Pardon me, I had a cough there. What I should do is actually just take 5 minutes and set up the assembler. I should. Am I going to? It beats doing this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a cheeky thing here. What are motors costing? If I can get them for a single ticket. Okay, never mind. They are expensive. Oh my goodness. You know what? I gotta get these built. Okay, so again, thinking about what I want for building. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of architectural work there. I want to get some architectural work around here, so I have to think about where I want to put in this assembler here, because I want to leave, you know, I'm going to basically build separate buildings, so this will be kind of an open passageway through. I could build it right there. And then this, of course, will be a closed building. That'll include the iron stuff that's going on in the background there. You know what I could do here? I could go to a second floor. I'm thinking I don't want to deal with it right now. I just, if I'm going to do this, I just don't want to have to redo it. Okay, so, all right, let's put a... What about over here? Ooh, no. Actually, you know what? No. No. Let's do our motors right here. In fact, I could probably do the motor right here. So I just kind of build out an extra little room here because we can enter in, so this will all be enclosed. Yeah, let's do that. How far back are we? Let's come back a little bit further here. And let's get some corners up. Yeah, I do have doors unlocked. So what I can do here is I'll put a door there. Still have the staircase that goes down. Kind of gets this open here. This will be walled off. Yeah, so I've extended the inventory system over there as well. Okay, this could work. This could work. Okay, so I'm not really kind of, getting into the architecture of the thing yet, but what I do want to do is, again, just kind of think about how it is going to eventually all come together, and I think this is going to work for me. Okay, so it's not going to really get me anywhere where I need to be just yet, but what it is going to do is make sure I never have to worry about it again. I'm still probably going to have to go hand crank some of these guys out, but between my efforts and this guy's efforts, let's get some lifty thingies here. So yeah, if you didn't read the description, this has been taking me 31 hours and 44 minutes to get back to where I am. What was I out? I was out of steel plate here, or iron plate. Looking back at where my last kind of backup save was, that had taken, it's steel iron rod. That had taken me 60 hours to get to where I was at the end of last week. So I've done in half as much time. It's not like I'm speedrunning or anything like that, just to be clear on that. But it's taking me a lot less, and that again is because I'm not thinking about just how meager, again, meh really is the best possible word to describe what that other location in the desert was. It was just meh. Whereas this one gives me the resources that I can kind of do a lot more, get to where I need to be a lot faster, and that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Let's get some power lines down. Yeah, I think I can go all the way to the end here. That won't look completely like crap. And we'll just pop that guy in there. All right, so let's get underneath here. And again, this is kind of my overall big plan for today is to deal with first of all the architectural aspects. I want to start dealing with that, as well as I hate just having to turn the flashlight on all the time. All right, where did you come out? Ooh, you came out in kind of awkward spots. Okay, so there's my stators and my rotors. Yeah, they're merging together, right? Yeah. You really are coming out of in a bad spot, aren't you? All right, so let's fudge it a little. Okay, so let's run back upstairs. I mean, this is not a big problem. I could easily do the clip trick, but I don't like doing that. I will if absolutely, you know, necessary. I'm pretty sure there's a couple of spots around here I could show where I may have broken that general rule. Instead, what I'm going to do here is do that. Then I can get rid of this guy, because this guy, he was fine, I think. And this should be okay. Let's actually, before we commit... you're good? Yeah, you're good now. See, all I need to do is do that. Okay. Yep, that'll work. Yeah, it looks awkward, but honestly, it's better than the clipping. Like I say, I will do the clipping if I absolutely have to, but I don't like to. This does actually have almost a second... No, not really. I was going to say it almost has a secondary benefit here, because I do need to bring some of the rotors. So that's a merger. That's a merger. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to grab a smart splitter. Where would you line up? Okay, let's first put in one of those. Then we'll grab our smart splitter. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do you there. I'm going to drop down by 2. Yeah. Then we'll grab our smart splitter. Not that one. Not that one. Okay, it's going to go to the nearest one. That's my... Oh, it's here. Oh, nope. There we go. That is locked into place. And then we'll grab... Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of a cheeky thing here. This is kind of a neat little hack that I don't even remember where I saw it, but just one of those things that on the, you know, various kind of forums and whatnot. All right, so this is going to be an act. So what you do is then you can compress the little bastards down like so. And it works. It actually looks pretty good. You just have to kind of get yourself a double stack there, and it lines up quite nicely, because now all I have to do is grab this belt here and run her across like that. And then this guy here will go like that, and then we'll just use, and I'm gonna use the straight mode here, and that'll just give me this kind of nice little easy snake. Okay. So we now need a ladder, just so I can reach it. That's the direction. I always like to point myself in the direction of the belt here, just to avoid any confusion in me poor brain. All right, up we go. Wrong button. Okay, so on one side I want my stators, and the other side I want the rotors, because they are both feeding along that belt. Everything else can be overflow like that. So that should free some of those guys up. That means I'm not going to get any more going down the line, theoretically. But yep, there goes a stator. And there goes a rotor. Perfect. This is a good time to fix this, because I don't like that. So we're going to grab our under ramp and just put one of those in there like that. There we go. Yeah. At least for now. Still don't even know if this is going to be a permanent staircase. Moving on. All right. That means I now passively should be making motors. There we go. Need to throw the motors onto the line, which is kind of probably going to be more the same. Let's actually have a look underneath here, make sure we're not about to... Nope, we're clear. That's good. because that means I can just take one of you guys, push you out like so, run back downstairs, and of course that is the correct side, but we already know that this is going to the correct size because it's rotors, stators, and motors in the inventory. So all I need to do is connect to that belt. They're on the same side. There is an annoying little power line right there, but that's easily remedied because we'll just take our belt, go out like this, put you there, and grab a merger. Bada boom. Bada bim. And this is why I like doing things underneath here, because again, this is very satisfying for me. I love seeing these kind of things moving along with minimal clipping. I always try to make sure everything's got room to move. Suspended from the ceiling here, just this kind of woven interlinking, moving belts up, moving belts down, really kind of utilizing that three-dimensional space here. I find that incredibly satisfying, and that is literally the name of the game. Okay, so how many motors have you made me? I don't know yet. How many? Ooh, am I gonna get enough? Ooh, I need 10 rotors per minute. That might be problematic. How many rotors am I currently making? 4. I am making 4 rotors. Oh boy. Oh, good gravy. This is just got much more complicated. I'm gonna have a problem with screws. I really need my steel screws. Poopy, poopy, poopy. Okay, well, you know what? I will have to come back to that problem. Now, did I? Yes, I did get my signs. That's one of the things I did do is I just kind of hand ground some things to get my street signs. So I kind of ran through and just basically spent some tickets here because I want to put up a... I'm not going to because I don't have enough quartz crystal. Fine. Hey, remember when we were just hand grinding out a bunch of motors? We're going to do that again. So while I'm doing this, I might as well just kind of talk about what it is that my plan is today. So kind of as you can see, a little bit of a stumbling block currently is I want to get some windows up. Now I have purchased the windows, so I spent a bunch of tickets while I was still getting some decent return out of the old sink there. So yeah, I've unlocked both the steel windows, I've unlocked the regular windows. What I don't have is a good supply of the quartz product. So I do have a line on the quartz, literally. Well, I don't have a line down to it literally, but figuratively, I know I've got a line on the quartz. At least we know where the quartz is. That's to, impure nodes, but we've got the Mark II miners. That was one of the nice things that we got out of just before we went up to the current tier here. So I got the Mark II miner, so that means I can pull 120 quartz crystal out of each comfortably, possibly even a little bit more, but 120 is a good number because I can double those two guys up there. I can throw 240 down a nicely easy handled Mark III belt. And then I can just feed them into a quartz factory. So that's what I am going to be doing today. So I'm going to be basically just setting up my quartz infrastructure. I'm going to be kind of showing off a little belt technique that I learned probably 6 years ago. I don't use it that often because I don't usually do long belt runs. For the most part, especially ones where it's going up and down, I do prefer 90 degrees, so I don't do kind of angled belt runs, but there's a nice little technique you can do. It's a little bit of work, but it just makes belts that aren't straight up and straight across, so vertical and horizontal. It just makes them look a little nicer, because currently with the belts, of course, if you're trying to run a belt up a slope, you're going to get these little kind of tiers because all the supports only connect horizontally. And it just makes your belts look really, really awful. There is a way to kind of work around it. So what I'm going to do is utilize that. Oh, it looks like I've got my 50 motors here, so we can stop yapping around about that. Let's get this taken care of here. So we'll throw those in there. Got to remember I need to grab a few more, stupid beam, a few more copper sheets here. So we'll pop a couple of those into the old kitty. Don't need a bunch of copper sheets. I'm not doing any pipe work. Before we get started on the quartz, again, there's a little bit more to show in the old tour here. But again, I just want to get certain things taken care of because, you know, I got to wait now.
Milestone reached. Crude oil can now be extracted and refined to produce various industrially beneficial parts. The byproducts of these processes will require careful management, but a capable pioneer such as yourself surely understands that. To improve efficiency, pipelines can now be optimized with valves to limit and balance their throughput. These were initially left out because Fixit did not want to overwhelm pioneers with complex pipeline management, but they have since been re-added after my impassioned defense of your capabilities.
You know, you really should unmute your microphone when you've been talking for the last 3 minutes. Hey, let's take it live, baby. Pardon me. All right, so what I was saying is that, yes, I've got power towers unlocked, so yay. There was an enthusiastic yay there. So what I was talking about basically is how I was kind of going on about how I really like the new bio power plants and how it really buys you a lot of time, which is absolutely true. The problem is that there does come a point where it's almost where you're spending as more time or just as much time gathering the grass because it is so bloody efficient. There is a size that it gets to when you're by yourself. It's really hard to keep it going. If you're in a multiplayer world and you've got, 2, 3, 4 people running around the world gathering, honestly, you could probably double the size of this quite easily. I mean, so far, all of these bio machines down there are being fed by a single double space. I mean, 2 basically constructors to make the solid biofuel, which, is lots and lots and lots. But problem is that it takes an awful lot of leaves and wood to get through there. And, I got lots of trees around here, but I was spending a lot of time. So I did get the power towers unlocked, which of course means, let's make sure I have it in my inventory. Yep, we got to put it in there. So I did a little bit of returning the power to where it was. So if you recall, we had unlocked our coal power. We had our coal power plant. We've even had an expansion on it. So we were running 16 coal power plants. Well, now we have our power towers here. So again, I'm using the same base here. I copied the blueprint over. It's just a very simple kind of power tower base here, so I can just keep these guys off the ground. I just again prefer it instead of trying to have them kind of half floating off the ground in uneven terrain here. That again is the challenge of this zone. It may have lots of good resources, or reasonably resources. They did nerf a few of them, but it also has this incredibly horrible terrain to deal with. Yeah, this is kind of nuts. It's got these little areas here where you can set up factories, but you got immediate verticality going down there. I will doing expansion down there because that's a lot of copper and iron left in the ground there, literally. As you can see, we are coming in now to the new power station here. This is as far, of course, as the road goes here, so we'll just hop off in the parachute and put that away. There we go, and forward. So currently, yeah, by delaying long enough and just hand feeding the bioplants here, I actually got myself the belts up to a point where even though these are normal coal, I can still get it up to 240 using a couple of power crystals. Yeah, not as efficient power-wise, but it leaves me with 3 normal nodes still available for doing whatever I need to do with. And again, there's a nice little copper node right there. So this is all feeding down into the 16, so it is the same amount of coal plants that I've got running here. I'm trying something a little bit different here for how I set them up. Let's put the line runner or zip line tool away. So yeah, I'm doing it a little bit differently than what I usually do here. Essentially, why keep them separated? I usually kind of build them out way up and set the pipes up and do big loops. Instead, I thought I'd just, make a manifold. That's exactly what I got going on here. So this is a manifold. Everything is just one single pipe that runs down. Every machine feeds into these. These guys feed in. The reason being is that you need 360 or something like that water between the 8 machines, which is a little bit more than these 300 pipes can do. So you always have to make sure you're feeding water in from both sides. I realized, well, why don't I just feed it in from either end in here, because each of these guys supports like 2.5 or 3 or whatever the ratio is. So this way I could just basically take care of it. It's in 3 to 8 is the standard kind of ratio here to make sure that you have enough water. And this way it just makes sure it is properly evenly distributed. It is it is almost a balanced system with a hint of overflow. So it is a hybrid system here. You can see how the pipes just kind of flow in. So this one comes in, it feeds these 3 machines. This line comes in, it feeds these 2 machines, and then whatever overflow goes down there, this one gets fed, and then likewise this guy feeds those machines. This is my power area. This is where I like to make my power because, again, the coal is right there. Lots and lots of water. And then I got the same thing over here on the other side where I've got all my pipes running. And then I've just got the little tractor here I use for overflow. This is its home now. Just got some spare parts and stuff in there. Ooh, I should take this stuff back with me. Yeah, we should take that back with me. So I got some spare parts there. Hey, Mr. Slug, I don't think I have room for you. Let's see if we can't catch this. Oop. No, wrong way. Oh. Oop. Ah! You know what? No, I'm going back. I'm going to do this. Yeah, it's a bit funky when I'm working with these little guys here. Here we go. Okay, why did you break free? There we go. Which is ironic. I would have been here how long ago now? Using the zip line on the power towers is one thing. I've seen people work with the regular power poles running up and down the line. I don't know how they do it. I can never get the timing right. Yeah. Same reason why I probably, looking at people playing piano, I go, how? I lack the coordination is what I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Anything to talk about future plans? Yeah, so like I was saying is that the one thing I haven't recovered is any of the SAM ore stuff. I mean, I really hadn't gotten anywhere with the SAM ore. All I was doing was gathering it. So there is a impure node kind of off in that direct. Whoops. Knocked myself off the tower. Oops. There is a impure node off in that direction, but kind of where we were crossing, there's a better node. I can't remember if it was normal or pure. Kind of on the side of the cliff face, heading over to that little lakes district between here and the Red Forest, which I'm going to be developing anyway because that's where my oil wells are going to be, at least my starter oil wells, to provide my kind of factory. Oh, here we go. We can unlock. Where I'm going to basically my factory, rubber and plastic and initial power. So I'll getting, kind of my fuel plant over or fuel power plant over there. And we'll just drop her down here. And down we come. There we go. And we can hide that away. So there is a SAM ore node. It's just a little bit up the cliff face. So what I want to do is just get a train and start running that back and forth. Okay, so we should be able to finish this off now. Need a few more of those and a bunch more of those. I think I'm carrying stuff I don't need to carry. Let's get rid of these. I got a chunk of wood that can go. These little spider goos can go. Yeah, so this is just the organic stuff sorting. I have a container over here. This does not return to inventory, and I think I should change that. It's right now it's just going straight to sync, but I think I'm gonna just rebelt that up a little bit. It shouldn't be too difficult. All right, need a few more of these. Yep, I got enough room. 1, 2, 3. How many do I need? 5? Sure. My brain know we doing. Probably gonna have to come back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back anyway. And that's not going to get me anywhere. Yeah, so I want to get walls and stuff up in this place just so it feels a little bit more easily maneuvered. I still haven't unlocked my concrete walls. Want to get those taken care of. So much to do. All right, so I need a few more of those and a few more. Okay. Let us gather the resources. How many more? 60 more. So I'll grab 60 more of those and one more stack of these. But I'm going to be, again, using some of them right away because that's what you need for your Mark IV belts. Alrighty. There we go. And there we go. Oh. And there we go. Off you go.
Milestone reached. The transportation of resources can reach new heights of efficiency. With the Mark IV belts and lifts, the truck, but even more importantly, your effort. Handling a large and complicated vehicle like the truck should come easy to a well-trained pioneer such as you. They are an obvious improvement over tractors concerning industrial purposes. Improvements for personal use were not measured.
Okay, so just looking ahead at next lines of things that I'm going to need here. Oh, that's interesting. Why did they separate signaling from the trains? Oh, you dirty buggers. You dirty, dirty birds. Ah. Okay, well, it is what it is. Yeah, okay, so this will get me set up for a little while. Let's I'm gonna go deal with the whole reason why I wanted these Mark IVs. Honestly, it's one belt line. Everything else is pretty happy being where it is right now. It's the drain line. I just want to get this drain line here just moving and grooving a little bit faster into the sink, which is right there. So Mark IV, Mark IV, Mark IV, Mark IV. Try to get this little guy in between. I mean, it's not ever going to get to that full speed here, but what's the point of making stuff if you can't just throw it down a drain? All right. Like I said, I think I'm going to redirect. Where did I have that stuff coming down? Stuff coming down. Stuff coming down. You know what? Oh, okay. Well, fine. I won't do that then. All right, let's get ourselves kind of regrouped here and figure out what it is that we're actually doing. Let's grab some concrete. All right, anything I'm carrying I don't need to be carrying. Let's get some of this stuff out of here. Okay, so medical kit. We can throw that in there. Tickets go in there. I like to keep that on me. Everything else is fine. Never know when you need a computer here. I am carrying a blue slug. That is one thing I also want to set up at some point. Kind of on the to-do list. Which is what I was going to set up that sign for, by the way, was to set up a to-do list. Like fixing the whole rotor situation to feed the motors. At least I'm getting some motors. How many have we got in here? Probably like 5. Because that's literally going to be running at a 30%, 20%. Oh, okay, more than I thought. I'm not going to need them for a while anyway, so I can live with that for a little bit. Okay, so anything else that needs immediate attention? Again, the versatile framework, you keep doing what you're doing there, buddy. Appreciate your work. Yeah, thanks for being part of it. Now, quartz. So the quartz is going to come up right through there. Jesus, that was loud. Holy holies, that was loud. It scared me a little. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be setting the quartz up basically right in here. So I'll just set the quartz factory up in there, and that can start feeding into the rest of it. So that is going to be the overall idea of what I'm going to kind of my design thing. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a giant complex. You know, I'm going to wall everything in eventually, using, you know, columns and windows and glass, which is why I need all my quartz. I think that is going to be the focus for next week. Is to get all the kind of walling and get the factories and get concrete walls and just start working on the aesthetic of the place. Kind of, I'm at the point now where I'm not going to do anything off camera as much as possible. There may be times when, you know, there's something really grindy that needs to be done that I might do, but now that I've got myself kind of caught back up to where we were before I lost the previous save, I don't want to advance anything beyond that level there. So I think this was kind of the fair balance point, because again, I had all my steel production going, I had my quick wire, I had coal power going. So yeah, everything is where it was. I did not have quartz production. That was where we left off, was just all I had managed to do was get a quartz line in, which, you know, was definitely a challenge. This is not going to be any less of a challenge, because it's just a very different challenge here. Instead of setting up a truck system, I'm going to be using a very, very long belt. That is literally where the quartz is going to come in, because it's a nice open area right there. What was I saying? Anyway, yeah, so we're going to set up the quartz there. Sorry, I just looked away for half a second here, completely lost my train of thought. So yeah, we didn't have the quartz set up. You know, I had SAM ore being brought to the base, but again, wasn't doing anything with it. So I'm not bringing the SAM ore in, so I'm still a little bit further back there, but that is going to be its own little challenge. I've got 2 ideas that I want to explore. I'm just not sure which one I want to do. I'm not making any Noblix at the moment, but I do have a sulfur node kind of just hidden over there that I have to tap in. But again, I want to get the quartz done, and I want to start kind of as I'm building things out, because they're all going to require their own buildings and whatnot. Anyway, yeah, quartz is the next step. But yeah, this is pretty much going to be, I'm not going to be doing anything off camera anymore. Just going to be doing it for sharing with you guys. All right, so let's get down here and have a look here. I'm going to probably need to set up a workbench. And just again, I've scouted the region, but let's get serious. So I'm gonna have to come all the way down here. And yeah, we got a little bit of a bridge there going. Oh, hello. Hello. Pardon me. Now I gotta remember, these guys are gonna try and make me go owie now. Yes, I have had them on passive for the last little while. Just because I didn't need the headache. Oh, I guess. Oh, hey. Cool. Let's get these guys picked up. So that's another miners that I'm going to need while I'm here. Might as well lay down the foundation. So I am going to tap both of these nodes here. Again, they are in pure nodes. Can you snap in place? Thank you. There we go. So they are in pure nodes, which means, you know, not great return. But let's get you on board. But like I said, I should be able to pull with 2 of these. And you saw, I mean, there's slugs lying all over the place here. I can get it up to 120, so I can basically just dump these guys into a single line, which I can then throw, which I'm going to then move up to the regular factory. The hell was that? There are a lot of new noises going on around in this environment. That was interesting. Anyway. Let's get that across there. Yeah, see, I don't remember, to be honest now, if these guys were always down here. And I don't think they were. I know this path used to be here for other purposes. I think there was a cave. There's a cave entrance around here somewhere. But I don't recall them being down here. So I think what they did is that they took them from where they used to be over there, downgraded them severely, because they used to be pure, so they're now down to the impures, and that's why they moved it down here. So I don't remember that, actually. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let's get the old double rampy here, and let's get her. Maybe I don't need that. Yeah, let's go all the way down like that. Get that down there. That way we can run through here. Gonna need some foundation, so I definitely want to make sure I keep a nice level floors here. Actually, let's move these guys. For probably the only purpose of aesthetics and to make it look like I built stuff here. Because again, with world grid alignment, really? Okay, we'll come over here anyway. Like that. I guess I am going to have to get rid of these quartz nodes. Yeah, so with the grid alignment anyway, it doesn't really make that much difference here. So this is kind of purely for my benefit. And get some raw quartz. There we go. And comes this way. All right, where do I want to put the workshop? Let's tuck the workshop right into here. I also like to have a workshop wherever I have kind of setups, and this is definitely, you know, classifies as a setup. Because I need a couple of these guys here. Ooh, can I make two? Yes, I can, because they stack now. Yay! Okay, let's finish getting this over here. You're probably going to be too high. But let's see if you will still snap into place. No, you're just a little too high. That's fine. So what we can do, though, is we can drop you underneath. There we go. Oop. Run you down like that. We'll grab the old rampy ramp. And let's put a set of stairs in. I love these new stairs. I really do. Honestly, has to be one of my favorite additions. It operates exactly. I mean, it's not like I'm going up and down stairs. I'm literally just going up and down a ramp, but it just looks so much nicer. All right, now we can get this miner in place. Put you to there. Like so. We'll get a couple of crystals, power shards into you. You know what? I might as well just unload some of this stuff. Likewise into this one here. Just throw some of that in there. And I'm gonna just toss that. You did not see that. That didn't happen. Okay. Mark II belt coming out will be perfectly acceptable. Let's go to default here so I can get you to snap into place. Because again, the world grid is a thing, guys. Can we at least have our node snap and align to the world grid? That would be awesome. Yep. Let's go to there, go to there. And we are going to extend this floor and keep it nice and level. Going right to there. And just for completionist sake. Okay, so we are going to put a structure here. And do I want to go one up? Yeah, for easy use, I'm just going to go one up. Do I have a straight shot? That's the thing I want to double check here, because I want to keep this belt running as straight as possible. And I think if I go there, there is a plan. I have a plan. It's something ever since I found this spot or started having to think about using this spot that I've had in mind. So I very much want to enact it. I really probably should change that hotbar off the Mark 1s. There we go. So we are going to use the straight function and see what that gives us. It kind of gives us a... Oh, I kind of like that, actually. Yeah, that's a lovely solution. Why are you feeding them? Because I put quartz in there. Okay, so we're going to then bring this guy up. And a Mark II, so we got 120 coming out of there. Grab a merger. Because it's coming right off of there, I am going to need to de-straightenify you. So I need to get you back on line. There we go. And we'll come up by the 1. And you can see that's why I did the 1 there. Let's grab a tower. Where are you? You are right along that edge. Okay. That means you are right along. Why does that not look right? Yeah, no, that is right. Okay, just... Yeah, that's the right spot. Just felt wrong for a weird reason. Okay. And we connect you. Again, we want our merger, and then we can go like that, and like that. Okay. So that's got the lines coming in. Now, here's the next question I want to answer for myself. Is there a matching slope? See, that's too steep. That's way too shallow. And these guys, not bad. You know what? I can work with that. I just want it to look prettier. I also want an active grid underneath. Okay, so to go through here, just got to come up by 1. Let's just backfill like that. And then I can grab these guys again. And that should nicely take me out through the top here. Excellent. That's about as good as I was actually hoping for, if not even more than I was hoping for. Is this necessary? No. Is it a requirement? No. Is it still what I want to do? Yes. All right. So let's get now things set up for running this stuff up. Okay. So we are on just off the center line here. So let's get a little transition set up for this point here. Then we're going to go like that. And we are going to go like... not quite. I'm going to come... yeah, we are going to go there. And then we'll come up to there. Yeah, this should still be okay. Oh, this will be okay. This will be okay. All right. Now, you are never going to get all the way up to there, are you? No, so you're just shy. So we are going to have one in the middle here. We're going to have to nudge you over to get... Oh, wait a minute. Nope. You got to come right back to there. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Okay. So now we take our belt and we're going to go from here to there. And then we're going to go from here to there. Okay. So now this is where the hack comes into place because no one likes this little kind of dip right there. You can see it. That's irritating. So what I'm going to do here is, or what you can do here is I'm going to grab a splitter right here. I'm going to put another, and this, you can do a splitter, you can use a smart splitter, you can use a merger, it doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's an inline like this. So then we can remove this middle section of belts here. And you can see we got that nice clean angle. Now, if I was just to go back into these, they're not going to work. But if you now delete these guys, like so, we're left with that angle there. So we can take our belt. Oh, no. Yeah, see, they broke that. Okay. It works down there. Let's see if we can't fix it here. It used to work so much better. Yeah, darn it. Yeah, guess the method doesn't work anymore. It's actually worse. Well, poop. That's disappointing, guys. Give us some nicely splined freaking belts for these long runs. Aw, man, and I was looking forward to having that nice clean line. I can't believe that it doesn't freaking work anymore. Man, that just really kind of... that bugger. Oh, wait a minute. Which mode was I in? Was I in straight mode or default mode? Does that make a difference? It might. Hang on. I might have thrown the towel in too early. Let's double check something here. Because I might have been in straight mode, not default mode. So let's try this again. First, let's get rid of these. Because default is the old way, right? Right? So theoretically, because straight does some weird things. Let's be honest, it does some bizarre things. No, it is in default. Man, way to set me up with hope and then to just absolutely crush it again. Bugger all. Well, again, disappointment reigns across the land. Not happy about that. Like, even a little bit. Because I really hate... Well, what does straight actually look like? Well, maybe straight will make it look a little bit more intentional. At least that's cleaner. Not what I wanted, but... Man, I was really hoping that was going to work. Pretty much counted on, to be honest. All right, where do you line up? Well, now I'm all bummed out, guys. Yeah, I guess I do need to move you over now. Look how it's taking all the... Yeah, just freaking completely... What a downer, man. Unless I'm missing something here, that was just... No, don't take away something that... It's very important to the overall functionality. How are you not lined up? Okay, you are in one from the dots. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Anyway. We still have to get this stuff up. So we will continue to do so. I think what we can do here is embrace the suck. What does that do? Is that all right? Yeah, that's fine. What would happen if I came this way? Yeah, I think that looks a little... None of it looks good. Embracing the suck. All right. Yeah, obviously we're gonna have to run some power back down. Okay, so we are gonna have to have a factory out here. Probably start planning on putting that in, which means I need to do a little terrain clearing. So let's. How's the inventory? Don't want this stuff. So yeah, the bio plant is actually independent right now. I've got it disconnected. So even though they're all on, they're not actually burning anything. But it's there just in case. Not sure why I'm gathering up this, because this will have absolutely no bearing on what I'm doing, so stop it. Just get the damn tree. There we go. All right, let's put that annoying thing away. And start calculating. Oh, I do need to get rid of this guy. There we go. Okay, so we are going to push this foundation out. Let's get some quick stairs in place. Temporary, maybe not. Yes, maybe so. Okay, so belt is going to come up through here. Not really building this as a gate or anything like that. But we are going to go out that way. I want to get clear of the little archway here, because again, those guys are part of the terrain challenge. And I think I need to do some mathing. Oh, out of concrete. Just need to figure out how much I need of each. And what I'll do is I'll use the Satisfactory calculator once again for that. Let's just get ourselves into the light. How you guys all doing? You going good? Yeah, everyone's doing their job. Yeah, the 480 belts really are kind of a nice breakthrough one, because it really does allow me to start kind of maximizing. Like, I can easily now double up my production down there, especially in conjunction with pure nodes, and yes, you have to use power shards and whatnot. What was I doing? I was looking for concrete. But yeah, at 480, you can really start moving some stuff along. 25%. Oh, that's actually better than I thought. I'm actually getting 40% productivity out of it. All right, I need to get rid of this stuff here. But I do have the machine still set up. Every once in a while, you do maybe need some biomaterial. Got rid of that stuff. Okay, let's get our concrete back in. So that's what I do, is still have the power plant in existence. I'm not going to break it down, and it never hurts to have. You know, I'll have to pick up some priority power switches at some point in the near future. But yeah, okay, so let's do a little bit of calculation here. So I'm going to bring up my Satisfactory tools page here. Let's bring in that page. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is we are going to clear all of these except for the raw quartz. We can only say that, yeah, that is these are the total amounts available in the world. So I'm going to say I can only provide you with 240 raw quartz. I'm going to pop into the manufacturer. I want to make from that raw quartz silica and quartz crystal. Quartz crystal, there we go. We are going to set it to maximize. And what that should do is give me an equal distribution between the two. So it looks like, yeah, so we can see essentially 3 constructors here, 5 constructors here, all slightly downgraded, which will give me 105 some odd quartz crystals and silica per minute. So that tells me the amount of machines that I need. 5 is an awkward number. That's a really awkward number. That's a really, really awkward number. What would I need to do to, if by increasing, because I can go up to 400. No, I can do 120 plus, what is it? Son of a gun here. Let's do check the codex here. So in the buildings, minor Mark II. You don't give me. On an impure node is 60 per minute, so 150. So I could do 300. Yeah, I could do 300 as a total. Okay, so let's put that up to 300. Because again, I have 480 belts, and all it needs is 2 more power crystals. So I can get a maximum of 300, which gives me, yeah, 6 and 4. That's literally all I wanted to do, was get it beyond that. Really didn't care about getting more. I'm going to be sinking so much of this stuff, but that is what I was actually after. Okay, so let's get back to the game. So we'll go back to, there we go, and we're back to the game, and then I can minimize that. And I am going to actually take a quick minute break here. Just got to run off and take care of some pending business, so to speak. And then when I get back, we'll start building out the factories and getting everything quartz related up and running. Be right back. All right, I'm back feeling much better. Okay, so we now have our numbers. So I'm going to keep that information handy. Let me just put it up on another screen here so I can easily access it. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to need 6 constructors for the quartz crystal and 4 constructors for the silica-ish. So let's get that set up. And as like I say, it does have to tie into the rest of the factory here. So let's pop across here and let's start thinking about the connection. So I'm going to come through here. And hopefully you guys are the same height. If not, why aren't you guys lining up? Probably because my archway is not on the grid at all. That's fine. That's okay. Let's get ourselves properly gridded here. Yeah, I guess that when I popped that archway in, it was just a temporary measure, and that's exactly what it was doing for me. Okay, so we're going to run back out there. Let's go with that guy. So this is going to be basically the conveyor line that's going to tie into the inventory. Quartz and silica are one of these 2 guys up there. I've got a merger already even waiting for it. Oh, look at that. Almost like there's a plan. Yeah, everything's moving quite nicely now. And is it a plan? Ish. But it's certainly more than I had going on the other location. Yeah, I'm going to go on about that for a while here. I am going to call it no, I did not sabotage the intentionally. It generally was a OF moment. I spent a lot of time trying to recover from that OF moment. So am I upset about losing hours worth of effort? Yes. Was I starting to finally feel like I was getting somewhere in that ridiculous location? Yes. Am I really upset that I am working over here now? Not really. Proportionally speaking, if it was any other situation, I would have just basically rage quit. It really, honestly, it kind of gets to the point of, well, that's not going to work. Do I want to restart on that again? Let's do something else completely. That was just one of those things that have just, it would have taken me a lot more to kind of get over it. The way where I was and whatnot, I am feeling much better about where things are going. I feel comfortable. I have proficiency again. I was feeling like I had no clue what I was doing, and I played too many damn hours in this game. I knew what I was doing, but it's not the things that I like to do. I don't like, for me, the challenge of Satisfactory is not struggling for resources. For me, the challenge of Satisfactory is making efficient use of those resources to satisfy the overall goal need, which is, why am I picking up leaves? Which is to get stuff built. Okay, so let's finish getting our belt up here. The faster I can get it to level terrain, the happier I will be. Gonna need to backfill these guys, of course, to Mark 4s. I should probably think about grabbing some power. If if I'm going down. Going downtown. Working in a coal mine. Going downtown. Working in a coal mine. Whoop, about to slip down. Working in a coal mine. Downtown. Working in a coal mine. Whoop. Alright, we're gonna need some power. So we'll grab off of this guy. Pop it into the ceiling. Pop you into there. I'm gonna have to jump down for this. Ow. Okay, maybe not so much ow. And then we'll go like that. And up. And then we'll go to the corner. Let's try that again. And run you back this way. As far as you will go. So one thing I don't like about concrete and this flashlight, there we go, is how bloody bright it is. And yeah, I mind you, I could paint the concrete easy enough. All right, let's do the pass-through type connection here. So we'll embed it into the concrete. Makes it look like it belongs there. Actually, we got a nice little bit of slack there. That's actually all right. Nasty tickle in my throat. All right, power line that has got to come through somewhere. Let's go here. Yeah, we're gonna have to dodge each other there, so we'll go there and there. And there. We'll come across to this side here. And then I should be able to run these guys all the way down to the bottom side here. Let's put it right beside that fella there. You're gonna split off right there. That's gonna go up this line. And yeah, as you can see, every time I basically change direction, whether it's vertically or horizontally, I do make sure I put in a... What's it? All right. And 150. You need to be upgraded to Mark III belt. And you need to be Mark III. Oh, I need to do... No, that doesn't have a lift. This one does, though. You need to be Mark III. You need some power. There we go. You need a second crystal. Or a third crystal, I should say. Excellent. Okay, so we got power running down now. Now we just need to increase the throughput of these fellers here. Again, it really bugs me that that didn't work. I am going to have to hide all this stuff. I don't think I'm going to leave it all exposed. There we go. So I'll build some sort of a structure. Again, I do need to get better walls and whatnot. Is everything good down here? Yeah, everyone's good down here. Excellent. Up, down, up, down. I think I probably should have a staircase here as well. Because why not? There we go. And it's some inverted ramps. I think I'll even... Yeah, and then we'll grab just 1 meter for underneath. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So, where is my belt? My belt is going to come right through here, I think. Yeah, I got to get it clear there. So we're going to need to do one more little ziggy-zaggy. We're going to have it come up through the floor right there. So we might as well see how well straight's going to do it. And again, we're going to need to use the old Mark IVs. Yeah. That's all right. And then we'll come up through the floor. Again, Mark IV. And then we're going to run down this. No, we're gonna actually, what I should do is come up by 2. Yeah, we'll come up by 2. And that way we're at a single conveyor tower height, which we can just run this down. Okay, so this is all gonna go down this way. I'm out of beams. Beams, I need beams. You know, it might actually be worthwhile to continue this. Now, this is just like a little catwalk access stairwell here. But depending on where I am, it is. This actually might be a good spot to change this. Just ever so slightly. What we're going to do instead, we're going to put a railing there. We're going to grab our stair and we are going to carry you on up like that. Hi. We're going to grab a half foundation. Okay, we're going to try and place the half foundation now. There we go. Yeah, and there we go. And, oh, that is right there. Kind of convenient. What am I doing? I'm doing this. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. I'm getting a inverted 2-meter ramp. Like that. Will you stay? You are kind of in the way of the next container. I don't know. You know what? Just for now, I might leave it. This is why I gotta stop picking up leaves and wood, because it just takes an inventory space. I just don't have the Noblex set up for that kind of willy-nilly destruction, even though it is fun. There we go. Back. Yeah, and I really should be calling this series Satisfactory ADHD. I'm sure a lot of this is very painful to some people. All right. Don't need this row here now that I think about it. So we're going to get rid of that row. So we're just going to have basically a causeway. I did not mean to fall off of there, but it is a thing that just happened. Ha 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 ha. And let's grab some belts and just keep pulling our belt along the way. And there we go. And there we go. All right, and that is where our course is going to go. Nice little kind of drop down ceiling. In fact, I should probably not be using the 4-meter over here. Should be using the 2 meter because that's what is going to line up with that factory floor below. It's not going to be enclosed with the rest of the factory down there, but I don't want that kind of weirdness hanging out. I'll transition that and slope it properly so it's not just an abrupt start stop. Okay, so we are going to need to get all of our machines into here. So I'll get that in there. And like that. And then that should give me a start point. Okay. So I can go out this side. And I can probably go all the way down to here because it looks like I even have ready to go. Yes. You are currently in the wrong place. No, you're not. All right, so again, what do I need? I need 3 and 2 doubled. So, yeah, we'll just go through here. Because constructors are take up a single little tile here, so I'll go right to here. Every time I hear this particular bit of the music, all I can think of is Jace and Smut doing their community, and now neither one of them are there anymore, and that's a little disappointing. I'm happy for them if they've moved on to something bigger and better for themselves. But yeah, their release videos were always fun. Anyway, what do I need here? I am going to need a Mark III belt because I'm doing 132 some odd per minute here. Okay, so these are going to be my silicas. So we're going to go silica. Need to do some quickie mathy here. So I am going to be making, I have 3.529 divided by 4 machines is, each machine will be running at 88.3%. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's do it this way. I'm making 132.353 divided by 4 machines, so it's 33.08 per minute. So 33 point yeah, it's not going to be any more, so we'll go 0.08. Okay, so now I copy you, I paste into these two, and that should give me those values, so we can get a Mark I lift. How many are you putting out? 33. I just literally did the math. What was I thinking? Yeah, so that's enough. That is enough for good with Mark I's. And why I wasn't really upset by this power pole being here is because that lines up exactly where I want them for these constructors. Haha! Again, he gives every appearance of almost knowing what he's doing. Almost. All right, now we can come out to here. Come out to there and there. And then we connect you to there and you to there. All right, and then we do is we are going to be very cheeky. We're going to line you guys up over here. We're gonna get another row of foundations because I've got lots and lots of space down here. We're gonna put you to there. Yeah, we're gonna just be a little cheeky because, you know, they do share some things in common. You are pointing. Why are you guys all pointing in the wrong way? You need to go that away, and you need to go that away. All right, because, like I said, a little bit cheeky. I don't like how it's not quite lined up in the center there. I'm going to fix this. And there we go. Let's pop that guy there. And then like that. All right. So I need to freaking put him in backward again. Satisfactory ADHD, brought to you by, hey look, a squirrel. I'm going to put these constructors down correctly at some point in this stream. Don't know when. It could be any time now. Oh look, I've managed to figure it out. Jeez, why was I? That was not. Struggle was real. Okay, how tight do I want to make these? I'm not gonna make them that tight, so what I'm gonna do is that, and then I'm gonna go like that, and then I'm gonna go like that, because I don't think that, oh, that will make the turn. Yeah, okay, so we can do that. This is all right. Sometimes, you know, you just gotta put things on the ground floor and use other means. So 120 there. All right. Because what I'm gonna do here is, no, I'm not gonna worry about that yet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not quite like that, but I got a plan. I've got a inkling of a concept of a plan. Oh, you're upside down. So what I need to do is I need... No... I'd explain what I'm thinking here, guys, but I'm still kind of puzzling it in my puzzler here. So, what I'm going to do is actually start paying attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so we're going to go like that. Then I'm going to go and put you there. Because then I can grab belt, go like that, and I can just have you snap in like that. Is that what I meant to do? No, that's not what I meant to do. Close though. What I meant to do is have you up like that. Then I put this here. Then I put that there. So now I can have you go like that. Now I don't normally like to put in tripping hazards. Oh, did I go the wrong direction? I did. You were supposed to be a splitter, aren't you? Meant to do that as Mark II. Then I can get rid of this guy. Get rid of this guy. And throw a nice Mark II through there. And is everybody lined up? Yes, everyone is lined up. And the reason is because in case I want to have a catwalk going across here, but you know, this is all included in, so I can keep it going through here. All right. That also means I'm going to want to put some more splitter work over here. So we're going to split there. Going to split there. Run a splitter. I mean, this is obviously a little bit different than I normally would do this, but kind of works. How does that look? You know what? That actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, definitely I'm taking a lot more utilization of that kind of funky compression you can do on these guys. All right, let's run the belt over. Because then we're going to run the belt all the way through there. Throw those guys through there. And then just what we did on the other side, we do that here again. All right. So split hair. Don't like having them right up against the wall, so we're gonna do the same compression on thingy. Like so. And we can get rid of these guys. Mark 1 should do it. I didn't even look to see how much it needs. How much do you need anyway? Oh yeah, you're gonna be quartz crystal. I haven't done the math on you yet. All right, so same math here, except instead of divided by 4, it is now divided by 6, which is 22.05 per minute. So almost full, so 22.05. I'm just going to drop it down to 22 per minute. Yeah, so I can't get away with the Mark 1s. All right, so let's get this stuff pasted over while we remember. Because these are all going to be quartz crystal. There we go. Finish getting the lifts connected. Like so. Let's get our belts connected. And we'll go all the way across like that. All right, so everyone is now being fed. You guys don't have your power yet. So let's take care of that. Where are your power connections? You're over here, so we'll go one there. All right, this is going to be just a little bit more awkward than usual, but that's fine. Follow me here. I'll make the connection. Ooh, And then connect you up. And then this one will be easier because we can just go right like that. And into you. And then we come over to the other side here and we connect our power. There's the reason why I normally go a little higher up, but heck with it. I kind of rolled with it. Just for something different aesthetically. I can still get around. Just not quite as convenient. All right. So you guys are doing your thing now. Look at that silica being loaded up in there. I suppose I should probably just get the mergers in before I start thinking about too much more. So I'll get the mergers in. We can use Mark 3s. Get that last merger in. Mark 2 belts will be, or Mark 1 conveyor list should be fine. Bada boom. Bada bing. Sorry about that. Okay, so quartz crystal is in fact on the belt. Perfect. Oh, look at this. No, you're on the wrong line. I need to tie into this line here. Which I could probably... Ooh, you are lined up, aren't you? Are you? I don't know. Let's find out. So we're going to get clear of that, and then we'll... well, actually, I'll leave it... No, not going to leave it low hanging. We're going to tuck you back up right away. And we are going to use a Mark III belt, and you're not quite long enough. So we'll go to there, and then we can just feed into there. All right, let's make sure before I connect anything else. I missed the 4-meter wide staircase. Yes, I did. As I was saying, make sure that these guys are actually connected. Because I don't think they are. No, they are not. Oh, wait a minute. I wouldn't be able to tell. Nope, they're not. Okay, so I'm going to need a couple of AI limiters. There we go. Let's go make some AI limiters for 2 more smart splitters. Might as well make all 3 of them. If I need some quick wire, which I might, because I do have my Mark II poles this time. Yeah, we can just grab another bag of that. Am I carrying ore or anything? I don't need ingots. Don't need ingots. Don't need raw crystal. This is my inventory. This is always what my inventory will invariably look like. Overstuffed and over-packed. Don't need 3 versatile frameworks. Just, sorry, give me a moment of distraction here while I go toss Might as well get some points out of them. All right, what was I doing? I was setting up my smart splitters. Okay, cool. Just drop down onto the belt here. So as you can see, yeah, that is working quite nicely now. Things are moving through pretty good there. Ooh, I got one slowdown point. Sorry, I'm just going to go fix this while I'm seeing it. You need to be a Mark III. Yeah, that should take care of whatever choke point is going on there. Yeah, so you can see everything's moving through here quite nicely now. Getting good distribution, good drop. Nothing's really backing up. I mean, it is to a certain point there, and that is only because we're using a way too slow belt right there, and right there. And right there. There we go. Let's keep things moving here, folks. I don't think I need to upgrade because, you know, I'm still seeing a gap in there, so it doesn't mean I need to do anything like that. Yep, that's better. Because I want things to move along quite adroitly. I can almost maybe start thinking about breaking you off. No. If it gets past the overflow, I just want to sink it. Screw it. I always end up choking up the lines too much, and it's just, no, not today. All right. Let's get our splitters in. Let's replace these guys, so hopefully they actually snap into place. There we go. So they're fully connected. Let's grab a ladder. Yeah, no, I could just make another catwalk, but... Alright, so on the left-hand side, you are... Which one are you? I've already forgotten. What do you got on? You've got the quartz crystal, so that means you are the silica. So, left hand is going to be silica. And we throw the overflow that way. You're going to be my quartz crystal. And we're going to throw overflow that way. All right. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but satisfactory. And marquetry. All right. There is going to be a wall here at some point in the future, so I'm just going to drop that wall in now. So I can put in my wall hole, which will be, again, the one mod I am running. This is a mod that gives me these wall holes here. Because that is something I feel this game desperately needs, is proper wall holes. Actually, you need to be Mark 4s all the way down here. Who am I upgrading? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, Mark 4, Mark 4, Mark 4. The reason is because I'm bringing in 260 total units. I have to get upgraded. Okay, and then wait a minute. No, that's the drain line. That's why I can't do it there. You have to come down by one. Just about to start sinking literally every bit of it. Don't want to be doing that. Oh, no. Where are you lined up? You're actually coming in. Oh, right on the edge here. Oi! Completely buggered that one up. But we get there in the end. Still not right. You need to go up by one. And we'll just nudge you out of the way. Is that correct now? Yes, okay, finally. Now we need to merge you guys together at some point. Which means we're gonna need to come down. What is my height difference? Not much. So we're gonna need to merge you two. Right about here. I'm gonna say right there. Because we're gonna do the lift trick again. I'm gonna do it with the Mark IV. Because we are gonna smash you in. Oh, look at that. Yes. Quite lovely. Okay. Mark III. Coming off. Why? Oh, you're a full height. Oh, man. That means I want to redo you. Yeah, I want to redo you. You're off height now. And I don't want you off height. I could use some silicon in my inventory anyway. Alright, let's get this. Okay, yeah, that's going to be better. That's going to work for me a little nicer. I have to crouch to get underneath, but that's fine. That is 100. That's going to be a Mark III. There we go. Okay, let's put all this back. So I'm pretty sure I had it where I wanted it to be. And we'll come back by one. Oh, up. No, I'm still not where I quite... There we go. Alright, add a Mark III. There, that's better. Ratfinkles. We're gonna have to do the same thing here. You know what? That's fine. It's easy to get rid of stuff and put it back. Especially when it's just a click, a dip, and a clunk. All right, little crouchy crouch. Little pop that through. Hey, that was a cool slide. And then we come in with a Mark III and we throw you into there. And we are now collecting. That's it. That has got our quartz and our silica. Yes. Yes, that is what is happening now. Why are you not going up? What's going on here? That's copper sheet. Yeah, okay. That's because you're... Why are you going past... Oh, because you can't feed up fast enough? Okay, no more silica sneaking through. Okay, yeah, I have to go upstairs and... I need to make sure they're connected in the back, now that I think about it. They should be. I can't get through there. But they might be just little lowly Mark 1s. You know, let's get them up to Mark 2s. Maybe even Mark 3s. Let's see if that takes care of the problem. Also while I'm here. Plug some floor holes. Alright, are you finally loading? I don't want to see any more silica slipping by here. Alright, that's better. Alright. Now that we got that going, these guys should be nicely filling up. Look at you. You got 65. You've got lots and lots and lots. Excellent. Okay, so that means we can start now thinking about architectural stuff. So the walls, I still need to get my steel framed windows. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I still need to do those. That's 6 tickets. What I think I want to do is I'd like to finish off getting some hard drives. I'd also like to get the Noblix done. All right, I have to think about this for a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna want to think about my next steps. I've been thinking, because where is my sulfur? My sulfur is around here somewhere. Where did I had it? Yeah, sulfur is wasn't quite as easily located as it used to be as well. Yeah, it's that way. Let's go have a quick look. I sort of started figuring out what to do with the sulfur. Yeah, they really kind of just took certain key... Yeah, there we go. You can see there's a bit of wall there. And this platform. They just really did do slightly irritating things. So, my sulfur node is way down there. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run the sulfur up here. That's going to connect over here. I've already got coal right there. So we'll do the Noblix and demolition stuff. And I'm going to center all of the demolition stuff kind of in that cleared area there. Because I think that'll give me the best access. Yeah, you can see up there I set up a little bit of a hypertube cannon just to get me down there a little quicker. So let's work on that next. So that means I want to run this guy over. And the reason I stopped is because I'm pretty sure I ran out of concrete when I started running this line, and I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with them. Yeah, I am ignoring these plants. So we can come over here. What's your height? If I'm going to come through here... see, you're off by a little bit. So, we are going to reset. Hey, annoying Oh, annoying one. Ah, nope. Ooh, that was I mean, I'm gonna need to go down there at some point, but not right now. I mean, really soon, but okay. Looks like one of these little bastards is gassing me. So we'll run away. And remove all that and run this guy out. It actually kind of works out a little nicer alignment here. Just cuz. Alright, let's finish getting this done. And then we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna have a wall that runs all the way down. And let's get rid of this guy here. And drop you down. Little long distance building here, eh? I need to go down. Whee! There we go. Okay, so let's get some flooring in. Alright, so that's going to go up to there. We're going to get the sulfur across and take care of that. While I'm down here, do a quick run around, see if there's anything of any interest. Ah! Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. Whee! Come here. No, 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 no. No, no, you started this. Come here. Thank you. Remember, you started it. Okay, where am I? What is all this down here? That is a bunch of stuff and a bunch of stuff and a bunch of stuff. Now, what I was going to do is to see if I can scan for hard drives. No, I can't scan for hard drives in there. Never could. Not sure what I was thinking there, so let's get the old hand scanner out. We'll put that in the old mitt here, and we can do barrel nuts, summer sloops, pale berries, mercer spheres, mushrooms, power slugs. Yeah, no, we haven't unlocked the hard drive crash site exam or detection yet. What were you guarding? Just that sulfur node? That's a big ass mushroom. What is down here? Oh, there's some geysers down here. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's make sure we actually got our sulfur running and rolling. Now, how much sulfur are you actually in there? Don't know until I get a miner on top of it. So once again, we're going to want a workshop, 2 miners. portable miners, that is, so I can drop in one. Oh, do you not see the node? Oh, what? Huh? How are you not seeing that node? Is there an overlap issue? Or is it can't see the node issue? Wow. You really are a sensitive little fella, aren't you? Alright, that's fine. We can fix. And there we go. Alright. Now let's see how well you behave yourself. How do you fit in over there? See, I don't like that. Oh well. Yeah, I'll run the lifts up and behind here. Let's use some nice thick foundations. Like that. Okay, so... we can fake it with a wall hole here. No, we can't. So we are going to just include you as part of the structure. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, one of those there. Let's see if we can't get our little belty belt here to move out. Yeah, we can put it on default. Still don't know how many I'm getting out here. Okay, so it's an impure. I'm only getting 60. I'm gonna live with 60 for now. I need to get back up there. Probably the easiest way is going to be with a ladder. Let's say a ladder right about, oh, I fell off. Right there? Yeah, that should get me up to the top. Zoop. And zoop. And zoop. Come on, we got this. Almost to the top. Too much ladder. That is enough ladder. Okay. So the reason I want to come back up here. Now I've forgotten where I left it. But I've got a ladder, so it's okay. Alright, so it is, yes, I did exactly the way I intended. Oh my goodness, that ate a lot of health. Okay, maybe I haven't recovered my health quite the same way yet. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Okay, so we can put a floor hole in right here. That is my plan. Like that. I am going to need to use the ladder for a moment. Let's actually just drop over to here. I can reach it from here. Okay, so I'm doing a lousy 60, so I might as well do those. And now we're going to drop down. Now it looks like that lift doesn't quite make it. But if we actually, yeah, we're going to have to start from down here. Okay, so we'll actually have to start from down here. So I should be able to, if everything is lined up. You are lined up, aren't you? Not quite. I have to come over one more. There we go. Okay. Now, this is why we have to have the ladder. So we'll hold on to that. Where did I missed? There we go. Because one of the things that you can do with lifts now. Ah, I fell off, damn it. But you saw what I was trying to do there. They have a lot more reach if you're going up to a floor hole. So right now I'm only, by its own nature, it can only get as far as that. But if we keep climbing and we get to a point where you can see the hole, you can see it snaps into place just like that. So that is now connected. And that is going to come up to the floor here. And that is going to race over to the Noblex. But I'm going to say that for another time. I'm gonna call it here today. My throat is starting to hurt a little bit. And this is going to be another one of those things that yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it done in the time I kind of slotted for it. But I got the infrastructure ready to go. You can see what the plan is. The main plan I had today was to get the quartz in. So I'm going to let the quartz build up a little bit. So for next week, I'll either might take the Noblex off camera. We'll see how that kind of goes over the course of the week. This is kind of a minor little build here. I'm going to save the architecture for the stream, so I might want to just get this cleared out, and I think maybe I will. But then we can start moving into running some trains and getting into our oil fields, which are over there, and figuring out how we want to start moving things around. So there's lots still more to do, besides just setting up some basic black powder, which is kind of boring. But like I say, for this week, I think that's going to do. So once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking an interest. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And have yourselves a great day. Be safe. Be good. Bye-bye.